Today, I want to talk to you about something that millionaire business owners know that you might be trying to avoid. Hey, I am Tracy from LaunchTechMadeEasy.com, and I love to help online program creators get their launches finished, get a launch completed that they can be proud of. And I do it through my 5-week Get Launched Bootcamp. I love to talk about all things launching. And today I want to talk to you about your tech. I know, I know. No one wants to talk about tech. A lot of people just want tech to not even exist. But the reality is that if you have an online business, you are going to need to know how to do some tech. And if anybody out there is telling you you don't need to know how to do your tech because you can just hire somebody to do that for you, they're wrong. You do need to understand some tech. And I'll explain in a second. But if you are absolutely 100% certain that you cannot learn tech and you have no interest in learning tech, then I'm going to be so bold as to say you really shouldn't be in online business. And here's why. No matter how well intended you are and how much you plan ahead, something is going to go wrong in your business during a critical time period, and you need to be able to understand how to fix it. Now, I am not saying that if your website crashes, you need to know how to get your website back up. That's a little bit beyond the basic tech that I'm talking about. But I am saying that you need to know how your email system works, how to fix something on a landing page like a typo, or even how to fix a broken link. Because I've worked with a lot of people on a lot of launches. And what I know to be true is even when you are sure you've thought of every contingency, something can always go wrong. I've even watched some really big launches, Jeff Walker, Stu McLaren, Amy Porterfield, who have whole teams behind them. And yet something has gone wrong during their launch. And it's usually not something that's even their fault, but something has gone wrong. Now, the reality is, if you're just starting out and you don't have a large team like those business gurus do, you're going to need to know how to troubleshoot and fix some of the basic things that can go wrong during a launch. Like I said, you need to know how to be able to fix a broken link, correct a typo. Or if somebody says, hey, your landing page isn't working, you kind of need to know how your landing page service works so that you can get in there and see what's going on. Now, certainly there is support in all of those different platforms that you will use that can help you out. But if you don't even know how to get into your platforms, there's a problem. Now, a lot of people will come to me and say, it isn't a big deal. I have a VA. My VA handles everything for me. Well, that's awesome. But what happens if something happens to your VA? What happens if somebody reaches out to you in the middle of Saturday afternoon and your VA is off for the weekend? And you can say, yeah, that they need to be on 24/7 during the launch, but the reality is people do need to sleep and things do happen. People get hurt, people get sick, things do happen. You know, I liken it to if you had a brick and mortar store. Let's say you had this great little bookstore. You knew everything about all of the books that you had. You knew you had some first editions. You had people who loved your bookshop and they came in for the, author signings and they came in to listen to live speakers and you had just an amazing following at your bookstore. But you decided, yeah, you really wanted to just focus on the books and interacting with the customers, but running the cash register, that wasn't really your thing. So you decided you weren't going to learn how to run the cash register because you could just hire somebody to do that. Your specialty was in the people and getting to know the people and talking to the people and the books. Well, no one would do that, right? No one is going to risk the idea of not being able to make a sale because they don't want to learn how to use a cash register. Yet none of us are born knowing how to use a cash register. It's something we have to learn how to do. Well, not understanding the basic tech for your own business is very much the same thing. If you don't know how to do a few tech things in your own business, it's the same as not knowing how to run a cash register in a brick and mortar store. It is what it is. And learning the tech isn't hard. Once you learn a few things, you'll realize it's replicatable step-by-step processes. But you have to not be afraid to say, I'm going to learn these things. I love helping people with stuff like that. So if that's something that you're interested in finding out more about, or if I can help you set up some of the tech or learn how to use the tech in your own business, reach out to me. I'd love to chat and give you some tips. You can find me at Tracy at LaunchTechMadeEasy.com.